Do you have a favorite off-air moment with Bill?
Oh, there's so many, Brandon. There really are, and I was reflecting on them, the last few days. I mean, for example, we're doing for so they sent us to do the Maui Invitational years ago, and initially I wasn't assigned to go to Maui. I was going to do the Wooden Legacy in Anaheim, and so I got a call about a month and a half out. Hey, are you okay if we switch you to Maui? I'm like, well, gee, wait a second here. Yeah, I think I'll go to Maui. And okay, you're going to be with Bill, which I figured. Um, but then I had to break it to my kids who were young. My kids were like 8 and 5 at the time, and they'd already spent a time around Bill. Just they love Bill, and it wasn't just Bill, Mr. Walton, Bill Walton. It was one word. It was Bill Walton. That was all. That's what my kids said. And so I tell them, all right, so we're not going to we're changing plans for Thanksgiving. We're not going to Anaheim. We're going to be going to Maui. And both my kids start breaking down crying. No, we're talking about first world problems. No, I want to go to Disneyland. And then as soon as I let him get through it, I told him, well, we're going to go to Maui with Bill. With Bill Walton? Okay. And then all of a sudden, everything was fine. And they were good. And Bill asked me on Sunday night before our first game, could I take your kids to breakfast tomorrow? So sure enough, 6 a.m., knock on the door, and there's this imposing figure in the doorway. It's Bill, to take my 8 and 5-year-old to breakfast. It became a routine all week. Every morning, Bill would knock on the door at 6 a.m. and take my kids to breakfast. I when I was scrolling through pictures, and I found one of my son and him just sitting at the table. And my son was 5 at the time, and his feet can't even, come down from the chair. And then he's sitting next to Bill. And from a personal standpoint, that was so heartwarming, and just of the character of who Bill was. But there's just so many more that I have off air. The lasting impact that he's going to have on my life is just incredible.